Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Go. That was weird. Okay. I won't look at the clear too much, because there's still problems with it. But again, I think if you just play 10 games of her and norms, you'll figure it out yourself. But basically,
Yeah.
the epitome is just spam Q, never let your passive drop, auto attack less. This is again, this is a really good gank. Go to our bot side. Yeah, let's watch this fight. So here, we see them just run away instantly. Flash is good. Boom. Here, like boom. I think you just again. This is an example. You will never auto attack instead of because when you auto attack,
Yeah.
you stand still. You're stuck in animation. But if you did an auto attack here, you just walk slightly up. Boom. Two man Q. Right. So
Yeah.
two man Q. They're both hit. Now you're also come on. You still have two of your stacks from before from the Gromp. So if you hit two man Q, now you
Yeah.
have 3 out of 4. And now with 3 out of 4, you're they just can't outrun you. Like if we do it right now, look, I'll put it this way. Right now you have 366 movement speed. He
Yeah.
rushed tier 2 boots and he only has 392. If you hit a key right now, you'd get to like 3, maybe 75, maybe 380-ish.
Yeah.
Because you get 3 out of 4. Now you basically have the same move speed as him, and he has tier 2 boots while you have no boots, right?
Yeah.
But here by autoing, so you actually let it drop. You went from 2 out of 2 to 1 out of 2. Then you Q. Now you're back to 2 out of 2. But because you autoed,
Yeah.
it drops. So now you're 2 instead of being 3. So you'd be 3 instead, and you only got one man Q
Yeah.
because you autoed. You only got one man Q, not two man Q, right?
Yeah. Okay, I get you.
Also, the more people you hit, the more you'll heal off your passive.
Oh, okay.
And here you could again you could literally just keep chilling. That's what I mean by don't W. You could just keep chilling here, keep auto attacking. In 2
Yeah.
seconds you'll E, and then in 3 seconds you'll Q. You could E this guy and then Q this guy. You can obviously E and Q the same guy, and you just chill here. Here
Hmm.
you missed your W, so you literally did 0 damage. Plus, you actually dropped your passive as well, because technically you could have W'd if you wanted to, you could leave W Gromp or Hecarim here, and then
Yeah.
you get your stack your passive again. Uh, and then obviously now you went from being here to now you're here. Because here Twitch can never
Yeah.
auto you, but now Twitch can auto you, and obviously Hecarim's hitting you. Uh, and this is what I mean by when you auto attack, you're not able to use abilities. So watch this. So I'll show you. I'll pause right here. Okay, so you see your E's 1 second cooldown,
Yep.
and now you go for an auto. And you autoed, your E wasn't up yet. Your E was 0.4 second before it's up.
Yeah.
But your auto takes like this stack is your attack speed. One
Yeah.
attack speed means you in 1 second you could auto one time, right? So
Yeah.
when you have 0.6, that means in 1 second you could do 1/6 of not 1/6, sorry, 60% of an auto, right? So that means that an auto
Yeah.
takes what 1 minute, 1 second and 1.333 seconds, and
Yeah.
you went for the auto when your E was up in 0.4. So
Hmm.
even though you auto when your E was down, you weren't able to use your ability the second it comes up because you're mid auto attack, right? So here, if you
Hmm.
didn't auto,
Yeah.
you would have E'd earlier, getting your passive earlier, so you'd get movement speed earlier. Again, you'd be hitting your passive, so you'd be healing faster, and you'd be able to run away, right?
Yeah.
And also you missed you eat the Gromp. If you eat the Hecarim, he would have been slowed, or if you eat the Twitch, he would have been slowed. And if Twitch is slowed, he can't auto attack you, and if Hecarim's slowed, he also would be farther from you, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, this fight again, you almost lived, and you missed W, and you missed E, right? So think about so if
Yeah.
you just so it's like so I think here I think you'd live, and also Hector lived with 1 HP. If you landed W or E on him, he would have died. So instead of being 2 for 1, it'd be 3 for 0, right? So it's like
Yeah.
insanely game winning. So this is like a pretty good trade. But 3 for 0, plus you'd be on your wolves faster because if you never died, you wouldn't have to run away from base to wolves. You could just run from the fight to wolves, right? So
Yeah.
and then here again, here's
Into
when
the wall.
you could just E right now. It would aggro to here again. All three of them would be here, so you could just 3-man Q. Instead, now you have
Yeah.
to walk all the way here to hit 3-man Q. Otherwise, if you Q here, you only get 2, right?
Hmm.
Um, and also another thing, as I said as well, is right now you're just walking towards this camp at 330. If you eat here or here or here, you'd get. I mean, let's see what you must see from one passive. 350. So one passive, you go from 330 to 350. You gain 20 attack movement speed instantly. So if you eat here,
Yeah.
this entire walking would be just faster, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, boom, boom, boom. We do the camps. I'm not gonna look at the clear as much as I said. That was obvious. You're missing E.
He's the
So
best
let's
first big
watch
fight.
this fight. Yeah. Here I have to give you confidence that you're fighting because here you're running away, but obviously it's winning. And you hear what I mean? Like here, I would never. Your Q's 0.4, 0.3, 0.1. Spam Q. Oh, you actually had no mana. I didn't even realize in game. That's so funny. Yeah, you can actually couldn't do anything. You had no mana. I mean, you could have done something. You wasted your W. And funny enough,
Yeah.
this entire time, so yes, it's funny because I'm telling you don't auto queue, but in this case, like I'm saying that when like your queue's like 0.5 seconds away, 1 second away, maybe 1.2 seconds away. If your queue is 2 or 3 or 4 seconds, then obviously you should be autoing. And in this case,
Yeah.
this looks funny now. Watch this. So here, your queue's 3 seconds away, so it's nowhere close to being up. Actually, is that 3 or 4? I can't even tell.
Yeah, that's 4.
That's 4. Your queue's 4 seconds. That's how many times you auto attack here. 0. You actually walked with them. You didn't auto once.
Yeah.
And look how low he is. He actually would die to a single auto attack here. No auto, no auto, no
Oh
auto,
my god.
no auto. So yeah, I mean, and that's what I mean. It's not like you just have zero Lily games. That's why I'm giving you homework. I need you to play at least 10 games of
Yeah.
norms because like you're not even like you know, it's like basic. So you're not even clicking your buttons. Because coaching should be for like more like I don't know, not high
Advanced stuff. Yeah.
macro and team fighting and positioning and like and game understanding and game theory. It shouldn't be yo bro, click your buttons.
Yeah.
That's why it's like fine, but yeah, I know it's nothing we could do about Grace being banned. But I guess
Yeah.
I can definitely know that after playing 100 norms to level up, you just really want to hop into ranked. I get it. The last thing you want to do is play more norms, but we have to do our due diligence. We can't just
No, yeah, I
be flipping.
definitely I actually do enjoy playing games with my dad first off because oh my god, I know the difference between low rank people is not that big, but whenever I go play in the little bronze lobbies, I just absolutely freaking crush. It's
No, no.
just
Yeah, no, I get that.
kind of therapeutic
Cause yeah, yeah, and you could be going 3-0. It's not about winning or losing. It's just about getting these
mechanics and like understanding of the
yeah,
character.
because
Yeah,
again, I already talked to you many times about how this game snowball. If you didn't make that like, let's already do the domino effect. If we didn't do the mistake at Gromp, well, it has nothing to do with your level as a player. It's literally just getting the reps in. I guarantee you, if
yeah,
you play 10 games with norms of Delia, you never miss your E on the Hecarim at Gromp. You would never W
yeah,
nothing. And if you never died at Gromp, then again, instead of being 2 for 1, it would have been 3 for 0. And now
yeah,
instead of him being level 6 and you being level 5, you'd be level 6 and he'd be level 5, right? Because like you're only one camp off 6, right?
yeah,
And then if that happened, we would never die here. Another thing is the mid problem. If we never died, if we killed Hecarim mid instead of dying and not killing him, then same thing
yeah,
here. He'd be level 5, I'd be level 6, and then instead of him killing you now, you'd be the one killing him. So all these mistakes, they just domino and domino and domino,
yeah,
right? Because then boom, if this guy wants to fight you, you would double kill them. You'd kill him, and you'd kill Smolder, and you'd live. And boom, I didn't even
yeah,
realize, but this was Smolder's. Smolder actually his first 2 kills of the game was the mid fight was his first kill, and this fight was second kill. So the Smolder who ended up being
oh my
Faker
god,
and ran this game, his first kills happened because of your mistake, and he ended up solo
yeah,
carrying this game. Play the what if game. If maybe he never got these 2 kills, he never would have snowballed and got fed and whatever, right? Or more like
wow,
not
okay,
snowballed. He accelerated. He never snowballed the game. He just got
yeah,
his late game status was accelerated. He hit the earlier than he normally would have, right?
yeah, okay,
Um, so okay. I think the second you see that your bot's hard winning, and you see that this guy does grubs here, or you got a notification right now. I see the notification.
yeah,
I instantly think, okay, let me go to the dragon. I have bot prio.
okay,
I have my ult now, right? You level 6.
yeah,
If he's here, he's not. I mean, he's topside. He can't. He won't be here, and he can be there in time. But like, Dragon's half HP by then. Also, another thing is
yeah,
his ult's still down because he just used ult on you in river. So here you actually have ult advantage. If you both have ult, yes, he'll still
mhm,
kill you because obviously you're 0-3 and he's not, right? But in this case,
yeah,
you should be tracking his ult and be like, okay, his ult's down because he used it on me, 40 seconds ago, and I have ult, I have flash, I have bot prio. Even though they're mids 2-0, they're he's like a late game champion. So Smolder's not actually strong in these fights, right? So in my head, I would
Yeah.
never even like. I think here you didn't lose anything. You were fine. But I would never even be here right now. I would be doing the dragon, and if he wants to take your top camps, then you'll just go take his bot camps, as a
Yeah.
trade. Because I don't want
Okay.
another two couple things. Anytime you have winning bot lane, you should be looking for any excuse to stack these dragons way earlier in the game. Like the fact that your bot lane was this fed, and we haven't
Yeah.
killed. It's what 10 minutes of the game we haven't killed dragon yet. I'm talking about 6 minute dragon, 7 minute dragon, 8 minute dragon. And this is a big difference because if we kill Dragon even 2 minutes, 3 minutes, even 1 minute faster this game, then the soul would spawn way earlier. Because remember last game,
Yeah.
this game, it felt like, man, we just lost a fight. I hope we get soul. Oh shit, soul spawns in 2 minutes, and it felt so like you're waiting. You're just giving Smolder more and more time to scale.
Yeah.
Um, so I actually don't remember when you do Dragon, but it's definitely. Oh, sorry, that was one thing. So yeah, when you have winning ball lane, that's always like for any opportunity to do dragon. Second thing is when you see that any team has late game champions like Twitch, Smolder, Kale, Kassadin. Another thing is you really want to have emphasis on starting dragons early because you know if this game goes to late game, they'll win no matter what. And the easiest way to
Yeah.
like dominate and snowball is to like secure an early soul, right?
Yeah.
So in this game, it's a double whammy. They have the Super League game champions, and you're winning bot lane. So it's like a double reason that like, damn, I really do not care about my Raptors. I really don't care about what's happening top lane. I really just want to be on this dragon 2 minutes ago, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, because we get the first dragon at 12 minutes this game, and
Mhm.
it's important to know because if you write it down, it sounds funny, but if we do first dragon at 6 minutes, next dragon spawns 11, next dragon spawns 16, soul spawns at 21 minutes. It's a 20.
Yeah. That's super
It's crazy
early.
early. We do it at 11 minutes. It's 11, and then it's 16, and then it's 21, and then it's 26. Right?
Yeah. 5 minutes
26.
later.
26 is like it doesn't matter how fed you are. Every champion in the game is at least 2 items of 26. Most are like 3 items. Um,
Yeah.
Also, this isn't the exact map because it actually takes you time to actually kill it. So it's more like if you kill it at 6 minutes, it's more like 6, 12. Instead of 17, we'll say 18. Instead of 20, and then instead of 23, it's like 24. So 24-minute soul is usually the earliest, and then in this case 11, it would be more like 17, and then it would be more like 23, and then it's gonna be more like 29. 29 is actually the game. 29, every champ in the game starts 3 items. 3 items Smolder.
Yeah.
Even if you remember, and leads are exponential. So let's say you argue that okay, Jin's 4 items, Mauser's 4 items, but Twitch is 3 items and Smolder's 3 items. I'd rather have a 3 item Twitch and Smolder than a 4 item Mauser, 4 item Jin. Like
Yeah.
leads are exponential. So it's really important that we kill dragons way earlier
Mm.
this game. Um, because look, I'm gonna skip to just the fights because obviously it's funny we already did like half a review from the last game, so
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna. There's no point for me to just keep repeating the same the same Q thing, the same
Identical
auto
things.
thing, the
Yeah.
same passive thing. You get the idea. The more I say it, I don't think you'll understand it more. It'll just be annoying at that point. So um okay, I want to skip to the fights. This fight was good. Yeah, I said completely ignore the buff, just hit him. Oh, this is actually important. I just remembered another point I want to talk about that it doesn't show this fight, but I got excited because I remembered. I wanted to talk about it, and I just remembered about it. It's at blue. I'll just skip to it so I could go over it really fast. I could go backwards later.
Oh,
Oh here.
what was it when I was on the
Oh
blue and oh, right here.
no. So let me watch this. It wasn't this, but it was in this area. But I'll watch this as well because this is also important.
No, I remember. I slept
Yeah,
up and I
you
should have
it's like it's one of those
watched
things
it
where
later.
it's like super simple. It's literally just wait for the sleep and then W, right? Like no
Yeah.
rush, no rush. Just keep waiting, keep waiting. There's another. I want to go over it in the better fight later. That shows it better. But this is what I mean by never. At this point in the game, like early game, you can still auto because like your Q isn't fully maxed yet and you don't have any CDR, so your Q is such a long cooldown. But this the game when your Q is fully maxed and you have some CDR, it's when you like barely auto and you're just queuing. And I'll show you why
Yeah.
here. So here, you say you auto here. It's way more important. Instead of autoing, we are just gonna walk with him and do no damage.
Yeah.
Even though our Q's down for 3 seconds, it's more important that where would I rather Q? Boom, Q here, here, or instead of autoing, you just start running and then you Q here, because then even if he flashes,
Yeah.
you're right here, right? And then you're in range to get follow up with your W, follow up with your Q. But when you auto here and he flashes, now you have to run all the way. It's a lot of walking speed, right? Because here you
Yeah.
never auto, you just kept walking. Instead of being here, you'd be here. right? And now
Yeah.
right now you're not in Q range, but here if you're here, you'd be boom outer Q instantly, you know? Uh,
Yeah.
and here I think you could have kept chasing, but you over. I mean, not even actually not. Now that you don't chase spikes here, it just you just miss your W damage. That's it. If you hit your full W on this guy, he'd get one shot. Your W Q would kill him.
Mm.
All this damage that's missing is literally just that W boom. So this is one's patience. But I wanted to show you the auto thing in another fight. It was actually another blue buff fight. Let me see it. Where is it? I'll watch back to these fights later. I just want to show this auto thing. It's really really important. I think it was maybe it was earlier. I remember it was a blue buff fight for sure. It was on Hecarim. Oh, I think it's here. Let's see. Yeah, it was here. Okay, perfect. Okay, here's a good example. So here, I would never auto like this in a million years ever. Here again, you're just gonna walk with him
Yeah.
and Q, because all right, and then boom here. Because here you started geeking out. You're like, oh my god, he's gonna live. Oh my god, he's gonna live. This is what you're like what you're saying. But instead of queuing behind him, instead of
Yeah.
autoing, because you're so fast, like you have 507 move speed. You're so fast with 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
That in that 1 second you autoed and locked your character, because again, obviously people can't move when they're autoing, you'd be here right
Mhm.
now. This is the difference.
Yeah.
505. This is the 1 second difference. Uh,
Mhm.
and then you'd be here right now. You queue, the same exact same
Mhm.
queue, right? And then here again, same thing. I would never auto here ever. I would instead of autoing, I would just walk in front of him here, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then because that when you inside a thing, you're behind him, but instead you would be here, here, here. It would be in front of him, where it's like no matter where he goes, you're even if he runs to here, if you're here, your Q's hitting, your Q's hitting. But
Yeah.
if you're here, your Q's obviously not gonna hit, right? Um, and here another thing is like he actually made it right past your W, right? But
Yeah.
if you're instead of Wing from here to here, if you're here or here and you're Wing obviously here, it would hit him. And there's
Yeah.
all from so it's fine to miss 50 damage auto, 50 damage auto if we can guarantee. You have to see your Q at this point in the game is like what 250 damage. So
Yeah.
your Q is worth 5 autos. So it's fine to miss 3 autos, even 4, if the extra walking guarantees one single Q. You know,
Yeah.
because here you squeezed out 1 auto and 2 auto, maybe 3, but now you're risking. If he gets to here, you're out of Q range. You're risking now your Q's not gonna land. So you're
Yeah.
risking a 250 damage spell. And it also applies to Leandri's. Autos don't apply to Leandri, so the 250 Q is more like 350 with Leandri's on top of it, right? To
Yeah.
guarantee, so you're risking that the possibility of that hitting just to get a little extra 50 damage, you know. So that's why when you get to these like mid game fights, and you're more importantly, honestly, when your Q is just fully stacked, you're really rarely ever autoing. It's literally Q into Q into Q into W into Q into E into Q. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go to these other fights I skipped over. Um, okay, we already watched this. Not going to watch it again. Another thing is I haven't talked about it at all yet. Is your E usage is really poor. Um, for some, I don't. Do you know that your E is forever?
Yeah, I know it goes forever.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure because there's a lot of times where someone's here, and normally I would just E them right now, but
Yeah.
you like to walk here and then you E them. Um, And again, it's the same as the camps. The earlier you eat them, first of all, they eat slow. So the earlier you eat them, the earlier they're slow, so they'll run away slower than you. And the earlier you eat them, the earlier you get your passive. So now the faster you'll chase
Yeah.
after them, right? But so a lot of times you like, so I'll try to show you an actual example so you'll see what I mean. Um, you did it once on the smolder that I thought was really obvious. Another thing is about choke points. Funny enough, is when you're fighting like this and you're a herald,
Mhm.
there's only two ways to enter. It's like this. And it's like
Yep.
this, right? So a lot of
Yeah.
times, if you throw your E here, you're blocking off this entire area because your E is a pretty big hitbox. So when you throw it like this,
Yeah.
it will hit them here, it'll hit them here, it'll hit them here. The only way they avoid it is they walk like this, and no one's really like walking like this, right? So when I'm on this
Yeah.
Herald, this is actually perfect camera control. I would just stand here, spam Q, and if you've ever seen them walking in, you'll throw E like this. But here
Yeah.
you actually this is actually perfect camera control, and then you fuck it up. Perfect. And now we don't see below us. You want to be able to see when they enter. And now if Hecarim could be in this bush right now, you have no idea. And this is all empty
Yeah.
space. Everything we see above here is useless, right? So imagine,
Uh-huh.
look at this control, and then look at where is it? This one. That was sorry. This is perfect. See, all we need to
Yeah.
see is the very tip of the HP bar of Hill. We don't need to see anything else. We want to see this entrance. We want to see this
Hmm.
entrance, and we want to see this flank. We don't want to see
Yeah.
anything above here. So this is actually perfect camera control. And now this is terrible because we don't see.
Yeah.
We still see this, but we don't see this, and technically we don't see someone walking in through this way anymore. You know.
Yeah.
Um, and now you hovered even worse, and now we don't even see this entrance anymore either. Yes, you see when they walk in, but you don't see them when they're
Yeah.
about to walk in, right? And now
Yeah.
we don't even see the bush anymore. We literally so camera control for fighting. Because here, like Hecker, he was actually in that bush. It's funny when I said we won't even know if he's in it. He actually was, because if he wasn't, then Alistair went to W him. So we should have already E'd like 3 seconds ago when he as he's walking into the bush, you know. And then
Yeah.
this guy would have been slowed, and then obviously again for this chase down, you wouldn't even have to go this far because he would have been Raz applied
Low.
earlier, slowed earlier, and then here you get the idea. Okay, anyways, I want to show this example I was talking about though with you. Okay, watch this fight. Okay, we're walking into the jungle. Okay, we actually there's no fire. They just wasted Twitch ult. We got Otacon, beautiful. Inner Q. Okay. Oh, this is where you flashed out. Yeah, this is where we one man ult with this the Hecarim, right? So
Yeah.
even now, like that's why I also think that you need to press tab way more. Because if we press tab before this fight, Smolder wasn't Omega fed yet. But if you press tab, I think you'll definitely see that Smolder is way more important than Hecarim. In here, you can
Yeah.
tell from your mouse that you have a choice. Go for Q ult this guy or Q ult this guy. And you are like, I don't know if it's jungle for jungle, but you're like super fixated on this Hecarim, right? Um,
Yeah.
and then obviously now you don't have ult for the Smolder. And here, once he's like pretty slowed, it's not guaranteed, but you definitely have to W earlier. Even for the reason of just conquer and healing, even not for the passive at this point. I think once you hit him with your
Mhm.
first Q and he has this like he's already slowed, you just W now. But
Yeah.
obviously if we had ult it'd be way easier. We just Q ult, don't have to even like overthink it. But I think you press tab when you're dead here, and hopefully you'll see if we press tab, you'll be able to see the KDAs and money and the items.
Oh yeah, I do press tab here.
Yeah, so obviously very simple. We could do it off any basis level, 2 levels up. Um, CS 240. He's the highest CS in the game. 240, 140, 170, 160, 185. He has more than 80 CS over anyone else in the game. Um, 3 items. No one else in the game has 3 items. 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, two, 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 3 items. So before any team fight, any objective, anything, you press tab and realize who is faker. Who's faker on my team? So who do I protect? Okay, I protect this guy. Protect this guy. Who is faker on enemy team? Who am I ulting? Who am I focusing? If you press tab before this dragon fight and you saw that this guy's the only person, you know, okay, my flash is only for the smolder. My ult's only for smolder, right? Um, and then obviously you would never die, and then you get the idea. Because that's another boom. That's another kill smolder's gotten, you know? Um,
Yeah.
so.
To get them out
Another thing is,
quickly.
see how late the soul is. It's 24 minutes in the game. We just got the third dragon. Now the soul is going to
Yeah.
spawn
No,
at
yeah.
28 minutes.
27.
This could have been
Yeah. 20.
technically this soul could be spawning right now. 24 minutes. Remember, I wrote it out for you. So this could be boom.
Yeah.
When you get soul right now. I don't like the extra damage. I don't think you guys ever would have thrown because you guys would just be doing just stat checking them. You know.
Yeah.
Um. And here, this is when the game is lost. I think we pull Baron, which I think is not bad. Alistair just walks up too much, and then this Jin gets hit by. I don't think actually that anything you could have done here. This is honestly, I hate playing teammates, but your Alistair just ran in when he shouldn't have went in. This is it's fine. It happens.
Yeah.
I haven't seen an example. I know definitely saw. I want to show you like your E example. Like here, okay, here like I would be throwing E immediately because like this guy's obviously not
Yeah.
only is he against the wall, but he's stunned. But off memory, I think you walk a little more than E. Let's see. Yeah, you kind of like you see how you like walk a little bit. You can
Yeah.
always E over wall. So even before they're actually flash W's, when I see this guy hooking a wall, I'm already thinking about Eing him because when someone's against the wall, it's just so much harder to. First of all, your thing bounces off wall. So if he's here and you E here, this will hit him. It will bounce, right?
Oh, okay, okay,
There's like a
okay.
lot. Your E is very liberal. It
Hmm.
gives you a lot. So if I see him against the wall and I'm instantly throwing E here because I mean he's just against the wall. It's harder for him to directional. He can't dodge this way or this way. He can only dodge up or down, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where if you throw it like this, like above him, not to where he is, it forces him to have to walk down to dodge it. But now he's walking into your teammates. So even right now,
Yeah.
I'm already doing this long range E. I'm not holding it, you know.
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
But here
okay.
you see you hold it, right, and you're so late on it that like he was stunned. He just got a stun. Technically, if he spam flashing, he would have made it out, right?
Yeah.
So just late. That's why I was like, I'm not sure if you knew if it was like forever, because if it always feels like you're walking
Well,
towards them
I
before you're
did know
eating.
it's forever, but I didn't know that it like actually like does splash damage off
Yeah,
the wall
like a
or
lot of
like
times
does splash
when you're
damage.
diving as Lilia, a really cool Lilia trick I'll show you really fast
It's like
is
throwing on power.
yeah, they're literally what's the rift kit? Yeah, a lot of times when you're diving as Lilia, and someone's usually when you're diving, people are hiding under tower because they're obviously trying to avoid the dive. So if you're diving someone as Lilia and they're just hiding here, I mean, let's say you're diving like this, I just threw the E in the tower, and if they're behind it, if it hits here, it will hit them here.
Wow.
Yeah. Um. So I
And
mean,
then you just sleep them.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
you just leave them exactly. Well, I'm showing. I'll actually boot it up so I can show because you need to see it for yourself. It's like once you see it, it's like it just hit.
Oh
It's
yeah, should I join or are you just gonna put a dummy down?
no, I'll just
Mm.
put a dummy down. You're fine. Technically, I think if we could do it, actually, just so there's maybe other Lily mechanics I could just show you. It's kind of same as honestly, it's the same as the smoke screen. A lot of
Yeah,
league mechanics, you'll appreciate them more when
I'm going
it's
against
when you're
her.
against you. Like yeah, actually that's good. I'll invite you. Or actually just invite me. It's chat jungle anyone. I'll
Okay.
probably just add me as well, so we don't have to always do this to each other.
What is it again? Chad Jungle.
Yeah, chat jungle NA1.
Okay.
Uh, okay, let's watch this fight. Are you here? Actually,
Yep.
this wasn't really much of a fight. You just want to die, and then your entire team died after. And now once you get this, the game is kind of over. They're just too fed. It's all about avoiding this. I think a lot. I haven't. Oh, this is a good example of the babysitting thing. Like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, not right here. This is good because we dropped Herald. It was later. It was like it was this. I remember it was like Romp. Okay, it's right here. Like right now, I see my like Otacon spawning in 40 seconds. I see Alistar's running in the jungle. Mouse is running in the jungle. Renekton's pushing bot. Jin's pushing bot. In my head, we're sieging this bot tower. We're sitting in their bot jungle, and we're just holding control. Ward here, ward here, ward here. Sit in this bush. Hit tower as 4. Make sure they can't walk in. If this entire map is empty for them, like fog, like blind, then we'll just pull Otacon spawn. They'll never be able to enter, right? Maybe if we're bot here, maybe we could dive bot lane. Your Italian team's like posturing aggressively, aggressive vision, hitting bot tower, and we're on blue and Gromp. This is where babysitting really matters. Because in my head, you have to understand, if your entire team dies here, like they take a fight, it goes badly, they all die, then they're getting
Yeah.
enemy team's getting Otacon, and now the game that's like a huge turning point. Like it's so much gold and
Yeah.
XP. So this is where like you really do not care about blue, you do not care about Gromp. We have to just be here 30 seconds ago, right? I don't think anything bad happened here, but this is like potentially game losable. If my team takes a fight while you're on Gromp and you're nowhere nearby to help them.
Yeah.
Because here, I mean, Alistar died. It wasn't that bad, only Alistar, but you get the idea. Um, this one's fine because now we're playing for Dragon, and this is where the game is just over from here.
Yeah.
But again, it's a lot of small stuff like the first two. That's the small. Like I think Smolder's first 5 kills, you were 3 of them. The first two, and then the fifth
Yeah, I
one
know
was
I
at
was.
the. Actually, no, it's 4 of them. It was literally the first 2 deaths was the Gromp. No, sorry, not the Gromp. The mid fight,
Yeah, mid
then the
and
river
then the
fight.
scuttle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it was the dragon fight where you flashed over the wall, and then there was also the fight in river where you missed your W on her asleep. Oh, your first 4 of your deaths, not besides the Gromp, so I guess 4 out of your 5th deaths were all smolder kills that were they're all unnecessary. None of them needed to happen, you know.
Yeah,
And if I want to believe that none of those things happened, then Smolder never would have got fed, and he wouldn't have carried as hard, you know.
yeah,
Going to I actually don't know. I'll just do friends. Okay. If you want, you can pick like graves. We can do 2 birds, one
yeah.
stone.
Amazing grace mechanics now.
Is there any fight in this game you remember you specifically want to look at? Because maybe it was a lot of farming, and then it was just those mid late game fights where just the small stuff,
I
like the
think I
autoing a lot
think
too
honestly we
much,
looked at all
missing.
the fight.
A lot of it
Yeah,
was like autoing too much, missing Ws, not prioritizing your sleep target on people that matter, stuff like that. You know.
yeah.
All right, go under the top tower to where I
Okay.
showed you. Yes, just stay there. Perfect.
Oh wow.
You can even walk a little more around it. That's yeah. You have to like that one's that yeah. Boom. You can walk above, like to the left of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I see a little splash area.
You know what I mean? It's pretty liberal.
Yeah.
Um, if we show if you come to like Micrugs,
Yeah. Let me find the revive thing.
yeah, you're good.
Revive. Yeah.
If you come to Micrugs and you can stand there where the smolder was,
Yeah.
like, yeah, just stand still. I'm gonna
Okay.
hit the. I'm not. I mean, I mean, hit the wall next to you, right? I'll even do a little
Yeah.
more. Oh,
Mm.
oh, whoops. But you see, it's and then if I do this above you, same thing.
Yep.
Actually, that one doesn't work, but you get the idea. It's pretty liberal. It's fucking huge. And it's
Yeah.
not even about the damage. It slows. It gives me my passive. It's a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the normal way Smolder really wants to like take fights is, let's say we're in. Actually, this is good. Yeah, let's go. You could do full HP.
Okay.
You could just
Full
get your full HP
HP.
to full, and then I want to scrap the spawn. One more time. So a lot of times when people are fighting, as a leader, you're kind of looking for any excuse to like. We never. Okay, let's take a fight. Actually, I have items. Let me sell my items. Stay here.
Okay.
So let's just take a fight with I'm gonna have no passive stacks. Let me wait for my thing to go away, and we're both no
Yep.
items, level 6, and let's just take a fight. All right, let's just start fighting. Oh wait, I'm trolling. Sorry, I have my thing on. All right,
Okay.
go full HP.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I also have my thing up too.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
This is great, Lillia favored because I'm better base stats, but the point is, it's like I can't really do as much to you because I have no passive stacks at the start of the fight.
Yeah.
But if I were to, you don't have to do it anymore. You can be full HP. Now, like compared to how that fight felt for you, it didn't feel that hard. You kind of kite, do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Now, you go full mana,
Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
then just stay there. And then when I come to you, we're gonna fight again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we're fighting.
Okay.
I just feel way more menacing though. I'm full passive stacks. I
Yeah.
could Q you. I could run away. Wait for my Q to come back up. Q you again. Run away. You can't really
Yeah.
kite me, you know. I'm just kiting you. I'm a melee champion kiting you. Q again. Run away. I'm 407 movement speed, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
so I'm just saying this because when I watch you fight, you're not really like using Lilia's passive. I'm not like that fight. I didn't. You know, I just killed you with Qs. I didn't W E your ult a single time. That's just
Yeah.
queuing, right? I didn't. I also didn't auto you at all. Like
Mhm.
Lilia is honestly a champ that if you're um playing around a passive well enough, you can literally unbind every key from your keyboard and just be a Q bot, right? Also, keep in
Yeah.
mind, that was all like without Leandries. Every time I proc Q, I'm also just proccing Leandries and just killing
Yeah.
you with just burn damage, you know? A lot of times you're using your E defensively like that. Like you walked up to me and I threw my E
Yeah.
onto you. I'm never like your E is usually used as like a chase down spell, like and like where it's like really high chances gonna hit. Like you're against a wall or you're already slowed from something else, right? So my E is being
Yeah.
used as a chase down spell, or if once I see you get too close to me, I E you, and now you have to flash it. If you don't flash it, you're 40% slowed, and now like my W is gonna be unmissable because you're 40% slowed. You know?
Yeah.
I missed my Q there. That was bad.
Come on, I'm on a.
Ah! But
Oh.
yeah, that the QE only. But yeah, it's you see how like it can become really what's the word, suffocating to play against Lily who's just running around in circles with
Yeah.
Q. And then this is like now we could let's both buy items. Let's both buy 2 items. You can buy Yomu's collector boots and I'll buy Blackfire. I mean Leandri's Riftmaker boots. Okay.
Okay. Come on, collector boots. Oh, do I also buy boots?
Yeah, buy boots. I have to fast.
Tier one. I just tier one's
You
alright.
can go tier twos even, so we'll make it even. We'll both. I have to fast for 10 minutes. Alright. Fucking. I have cosmic. I have free
Hold up.
boots.
Let me just get rid of minions too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now we're both same level, same items, same boots. And we could go to
Yep.
like Dragon River or something.
Okay. Alright, it's a minion thing. I don't shit fast.
Okay, let me just go. Alright, ready to rumble?
Yep.
Second. It's almost like Lily always wants to like stack her passive onto something before entering a fight. So okay, I'm hitting
Yeah.
ramp. Alright, sick. I'm coming to fight now.
Oh wow, I'm already
See?
screwed.
Yeah, you're one shot. See, so if I guarantee my W damage, Lilia kind of wins every 1v1 in the game. And I'm not overcomplicating it. I'm just. That's another thing is a lot of junglers, she's kind of unique, where most junglers, they kind of save their ult. They ult to execute, they ult
Yeah.
mid in a fight. Lilia can very often, you could just respawn and can just start the fight with
Yeah.
Q ult instantly. Flash Q ult, boom, right? And because
Mhm.
there's nothing you can do. And right now you can't see it. My W, it's not even fully. Wait, we're level 7. My W has normally 2 items. We're both like level 11, right? This is my
Yeah.
base level 1 W damage. I have 0 points in it, right? And
Mhm.
right now it does 410 damage. If you hover a Graveski right now, I think it probably does less. So your highly max spell is doing less damage than my level 1 spell. You know.
Yeah.
Um, so it's really a lot about guaranteeing your W. But if I start fights like this, my W is guaranteed no matter what. There's nothing you can do. E, W, ult is guaranteed. Boom, you're half
Yeah.
HP off 1 W. It's my level 1 spell. But if you watch your gameplay, I don't think it's not flame. I don't think you hit a single like inner W spell the entire game. I think
Yeah.
it's like outer W's, missing W's. And it's a really and the thing is that's why it's like I'm not fucking super good. You're literally stunned. It's unmissable.
Yeah.
You can't dodge it. You're stunned. Um, and a lot of time it's you're just running around with Qs and ults and just being a prick until you could finally guarantee that W, and that's when you like the fight's over. You instantly win the fight, you know. Let's both go to like level 13 so you have higher in our other spells.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And this fight I won't even. How about this fight? Let's do a deal. In this fight, I won't use ult, and I'll start the fight with no passive stacks. Okay. And you can use
Okay.
everything. Okay. Oh, you have the thing on. Take the thing off.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You're good. All right, you ready? So I won't use
Yep.
ult, and I'll start the fight with 0 passive stacks.
Okay. Oh no, I'm getting hooked. Oh no.
But you see how
Uh,
every time, like, you see how my Q is a 3.5 second cooldown, but
yeah,
I'm queuing you, and I'm just walking back, and you can't auto
yeah,
me. And then the second my Q's back up, I'm just running back and hitting another Q.
yeah,
I'm kind of. It feels like almost like I don't know maybe it's a vulgar. I feel like a prick. Like I'm not like. It almost feels like cowardy, right? Like cowardice. Like I'm
yeah.
just running in, running out, running in, running out. Everything the champion does revolves around her passive, revolves around her Q,
Mm,
and guaranteeing W when you can. Uh,
yeah,
in that case, like I don't think I autoed you a single time that fight. Maybe like once, you know. But if you
yeah,
watch your VOD, you're doing like three Qs, three autos, while I'm doing like five Qs, one auto. You know, that's like the average.
yeah.
All right,
I think I'll
my
win this
Q's
time.
down. I'm running away.
Oh no.
I missed. Boom,
I win
nice.
this time. You are at half HP though.
No, no, I think I
Uh,
played. I actually missed like two spells. That you played that well. You dodged. You used your movement speed well there. If I hit everything, I think I can still win there. Let me think. Mm, I'm actually curious. I'm gonna use. Okay, I'm just trying to prove a point. Come back. Let's do this one more time. This time I can use everything, but
yep.
I'll show you what happens after. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Or actually, let me go stack something as well. Alright, okay, ready?
Yep. Oh,
Oh, that was a good dodge.
oh my gosh.
Okay, so Sal Callisto was press tab.
Yeah, I know. No items.
so so,
Uh,
so you see, it's like um anytime Lily has full passive stacks, ult up, you actually that was actually good there. I lost that barely, and I actually didn't get my max W because you instantly flash ulted away. That was actually like a lot of
yeah.
times that's actually the best way to play it is if you can actually get enough distance. It feels bad having to flash ult and E when you're full HP, but if you didn't do that, you actually would have lost that to no item Lilia, you know.
Oh yeah.
Um, so that was
Uh,
actually like a good adaptation. Like that was smart of you. But it just kind of to prove the
yeah.
point. Like I'm, and this is actually funny enough. This is actually used to be considered a actually not anymore. This used to be considered a Graves' favorite matchup back when Gale Force
Mhm.
was in the game. But now
Yeah.
it's not. You don't know what Gale Force is. But now I think now it's literally a favorite again. But
Mm.
but you kind of get the idea.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah,
if
yeah.
so it's I'm just doing off the rules of barely autoing, always keeping my passive up. Like you saw, like when my passive's down, I'm autoing, I'm queuing dragon, I'm doing whatever I can to have full passive. Once I have full passive, okay,
Yeah.
sick, I'm running at you, you know. Um,
Yeah.
Another thing about the thing, it's not just about the movement speed. If you read Lilia's passive, I'll read it out to you out loud. Lilia abilities apply Dream Dust, dealing 5% max health magic damage over 3 seconds. Lilia restores 42 health over the duration.
Yeah.
Against champs, it's 62 health. So the duration is 3 seconds long. Every time I hit a spell, Q, W, L, prize. So basically, during an entire
Yeah.
fight, because 3 seconds is a long time, I basically always have my passive on someone, and every second my passive is on someone, I'm healing 66 damage health per second, and it's dealing damage. If I just stand still, if I just Q you, and then the second my passive expires, I'll do it again, and I'll do it again. Look at how much HP I'm healing. See my HP? Up. Plus
No,
also keep
not
my
good.
conquer. And right now you see you're just burning 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
Yeah.
So a lot of times that's why your auto attacks don't apply your passive. It's just spells Q, W, E. So if you have a choice
Mhm.
to hit one Q or four autos, if I Q once, it's 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. It does it 6 times. So my passive just does 66 damage to you. My auto does 50. So one proc in my passive does more damage than an auto. So
Yeah.
not even counting and also don't that also doesn't apply the healing the amount I'm healing. So if
Mhm.
we apply the amount I'm healing plus the damage I'm doing, your passive is worth like double more than an auto is, and that's not even
Yeah.
counting the fact that the applying the passive means you're hitting a Q or a W or E, which is already like 5 times more than an auto attack, right? So
Mhm.
that's why you're just you're like Karthus. You're just a Q bot. Again, every so often you can weave an auto in if it doesn't interrupt your whatever. But
Yeah.
and also Key might also I just realized something. I'm not gonna buy I'm not gonna buy Leandre's. I'm actually just gonna buy this because I'm having you build this every game, and now
Okay.
look how more annoying this is now. Again, you still have item advantage on me,
Oh
but now that I
god.
have Rylai's, again, I'm not even ulting or Eing. This is just Q.
Yeah. Uh-oh. No.
Right? So this is
Uh,
that was, so that again you're up an entire item on me. You're 2 items, I'm 1 item, right? So
yeah.
it's but you see how with Rylai's full passive stacks and I'm cutting you, you can't even
Yeah.
auto me. You can't even hit me. Well, I can just run when my Q's up, I'm just running in and queuing. My Q's up, I'm running in and queuing. My Q's up, I'm running in and
Yeah.
queuing. Because even right now, I only have 1 stack, 2 stacks. My move speed right now is 455. You
Yeah.
have 400, right?
Mhm.
So you get the idea. I think at this point everything else would be kind of repetitive. But
Yeah.
I think an important thing to know because I haven't shown it that much is how you have to really notice. I'm only using my E when
Mhm.
all my spells are down, Q's down, W's down, and like it's just nothing else to do. Or B, when you're
Yeah.
like running into me, like try to E auto me. Like I'm Eing as like a defensive thing because now you're like so
Yeah.
slowed. I can run away to literally Narnia and build time for my spells to come up. And really often you saw that wasn't even on accident. Really common. I might be mid fight and I might just use my W on a camp just to proc my passive. You know,
Yeah.
because there's nothing landing Q, landing W, landing E. Nothing is more important than keeping your passive up. Even though I've talked about how important it is to hit W damage, I'd rather use W on a Raptor than have the possibility of my passive going on CD. That's how important
Yeah.
it is, you know? But
Uh,
okay, I'm leave unless there's something you want to ask me on the mechanics, I'm gonna leave the game now.
no, no, no.
But yeah,
That was fun.
cause
That was
yeah,
fun.
cause now look at my screen. Now I want to show you after seeing how like Lily is supposed to fight. Now I want to show you like one of your fights again, and I want to see if you could like kind of tell the difference. Not to make fun of you at
Oh,
all.
this
Again,
about
that's
to
not
be.
the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Uh, Because even something as do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Even something as something as small as your E uses. Like look at your E here. You're just hoping on a star hits. You're just fucking throwing it and hoping fucking hope to God it hits. But even now,
Yeah.
there's only one way for him to run away. He's always running like this, right? Because if he runs like
Yeah.
this, you're running towards your jungle. If he runs upwards, he's running towards your next. So there's only one way world he ever runs way like this. So I'm always saving my
Yeah.
E to once he gets to this wall, I throw my E like this. Because either A, if he
Mhm.
takes this, he'll get hit, and the only way for him to dodge is to run this way again, and then
Yeah.
he's running away from his base. So you could definitely just hold your E more, and you're guaranteed to either hit it or guaranteed to force him to run away from like the safe play, because this is all safe to him, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just winning it, yeah. So literally
Yeah.
Africa,
Definitely.
and here, um, then you could, if you're gonna flash, you want to tether it so you're flashing at the very tip. So if this is your Q range, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not accurate. Let's say this is your Q range, and this is and then when you flash, that means your Q range. You flash here, that means your Q range is now this, right? Right.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna flash, you'd flash right now. I know you flashes now, but let's say if you're gonna flash Q, you flash now. I'll just show you what I mean by when you flash. It'll be easier to tell. So okay, so this is your sorry now this is your Q range. He's not in it. He's actually at the very tip of your Q range, right?
Yeah.
But if you flash now, this is now your Q range. Um, so now he's actually like there's how do
It's
I word
just
this?
extra.
Yeah, like now at this point, I would never flash Q. I would just walk a little more and then Q. The only time I
Yeah.
would flash Q is if you're here. Because if you're here, then technically flashing here, this would get you perfectly in range. So basically,
Yeah.
so now this one is overkill. 'Cause look, you flash Q, and now look, this is actually the inner circle. See? So you actually missed your
Oh
you actually
yeah.
did less damage and wasted your flash, right?
Yeah.
Um, Obviously we've already talked about. And here, even like again, besides missing your W, you actually would still kill him instead of I'll show back because I skipped over it. Here you actually even missing W, if you just kept walking, you'd actually like here, like you autoed here. 1 second,
Yeah.
I'd be fast here. See how you autoed just
Mhm.
now, and then you W'd. If you didn't auto and you're here, and then even with the missed W, you'd still be closer to chase afterwards. But because you autoed,
Yeah.
because again you have 470 movement speed, so if you just keep walking, in 1 second you can walk to here, and then and he's still asleep, and then you'll W, and then if he flashes, you're so close to chase. But here you're
Mhm.
so far to chase because you W's, and now you're not even in Q range. But you have to.
Yeah.
But normally you'd be in Q range already, you know.
Mhm.
And then watch like an actual big fight. I don't, anytime someone CC'd, I'm looking to like E. Like here, when I'm watching this fight, watching the fight. E's in 3 seconds. I see this. I start walking here. I already know that like Alistair's gonna use summon. He's either gonna auto attack with his passive and stun, or he's gonna Q, which knocks up.
Yeah.
So I'm walking here and I'm already like preparing to E over the wall. Cause in my head, this is a guaranteed E. I also thinking about chokes. This is a choke. No one's ever walking here. When they walk to this
Mhm.
fight, they're walking in like this. You know.
Yeah.
So if you throw your E here, this is guaranteed to hit someone. It's gonna hit Smolder, or it's gonna hit Hecarim. The only way they
Yeah.
dodge it is they walk to here, hug the, because if they walk here, it'll still hit. So they have to literally like walk here, which is like they're completely out of the fight, or they have to walk in a really obscure way, which is like here, which no one wants to walk here because now you're in range of these guys, you know. So your
Yeah.
E could be a complete zoning tool, or it could be guaranteed damage. But here you don't E at all. You actually flash over and then you E, right? Even
Yeah.
right now, this guy's against a wall. This E is unmissable. If you throw this E on his
Mhm.
character, this will no, it's he could be faker himself. This will not miss. You know, he's just
Yeah.
he's like against the wall. In this case, or you see Hector about to eat your Alistair, you could just eat your Alistair because I mean when you see this, there's only one thing he's doing. He's gonna eat your teammate, right? So you can just throw your E on
Yeah.
your team's character model, on your teammate's character model, and it's gonna guarantee hit. So
Yeah.
it's thing about again. So it's all your usages. It's spam queuing. It's guaranteeing W. It's um it's using your E as a zoning tool and using your E when it's like almost guaranteed to hit, right? Or in choke points, and then also prioritizing to ult the carries, not the useless hacker or not the guy. It's ulting the guy. The only person in the game is 3 items, you know. So it's really
Mhm.
like this is all four of your ability uses need work, and that's kind of like the how all four of them would be. Again, which is normal. You're learning the champion, but this is just the homework slash the things to work on for Lilia, you know. Especially because
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a today thing, but the fact that you're 2 games in a row that Graves' banned is scaring me. I don't want so I think you definitely need to get a second jungler you're comfortable on,
Mhm.
ASAP. You know.
Yeah.
Any Lily questions specifically or anything about this VOD? Because I think after this fight, after the Baron fight, the game's over and the Baron fight's next.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anything jungle at all or not? Because otherwise, I think the session's probably around done.
No, no, I don't think so.
Okay.